Welcome back to the Cryptic Commander. This is your host Luna. We are sponsored by Artopia. And today we'll be playing some Standard. Me and Johnny will be playing a little bit of Standard. And I'm playing Mono Black Skeletons. Right here we're going to see the main package essentially is we got Tiny Bones, Forsaken Miner, and Cult Conscript. We want those essentially on turn 1 and turn 2. And then we have a little bit more of the Skeleton package. Right here with Case of the Forgotten Skeleton, Stash Skeletons, Case of the Stash Skeletons. We have Assembling Skeleton, and then we have Corpse of the Lost, Death Baron, Adaptive Automation, and then we have Gisa to be our top end. Essentially, this deck wants to just play Lord after Lord after Lord as soon as we can get rid of it. So right now we're going to go ahead and accept the challenge. We're playing best first 2 wins. Alright, let's go ahead and start it up. If you want to check us out on YouTube, we can subscribe, comment, and like. And go ahead and share this wherever you'd like to share this. We'd really appreciate it. Check out our Patreon if you have the chance. Alright, looks like we get the choice, so we're going to go ahead and play first. We want to take the advantage. Curious what John is going to be playing today. Okay, so since our hand is looking like this, we only have 1 land, definitely got to ship it. We had more than 1 land, we would definitely keep this just because we have a curve going on and then we have our top end right there. So we're going to go ahead and mulligan. More lands, and we have stuff to do. It's essentially 1 in 3 is the hope to draw a land. So if I just ship back the land, I think that'll be fine. We have 2 answers right here, and then as long as you draw by turn 3, we'll be fine. So we'll keep this. We'll put a land back on the bottom. And then we'll go ahead and start it off and pass the turn. Oh, seeing blue, that means counter spells are a possibility, so I got a player on those. Alright, so I've seen this in a few decks, but I'm not quite sure exactly what he's playing. Alright, so we'll go ahead and check out what he's playing. No, we don't. Oh, I want to, as much as I want the monument, I can't let Flood Maw get there and then just the monument go off. So we got to get the removal out of the way. Okay, we haven't drawn our land, but we do have an answer, and we have a creature. I know this Stash Skeleton isn't a tech creature, but it creates a creature and allows us to search later on. So we're going to go and swing in. If you'd like to see what Stash Skeleton does, go ahead and read it right there. Alright, going to our next turn. We did draw a land, so what we're going to do actually is we're going to play Automaton first. The reason why is it's going to get the buff from the Death Barons. Yes, the Death Barons will give each other the buff, but I want to be able to get the Skeletons buff because first with the Automaton. And again, the reasoning behind this is in just trying to be able to buff up everything before I have to have a zombie on the board, and having a do that. Having the Death Baron as a zombie instead of having the automaton out. In this instance, essentially, I'm going to be able to have an advantage to where if I remove the automaton by whatever the removal possibility could be, then the Death Baron will be able to here's the backup. So we're going to go all out swinging. Alright, they're going to gain 3 life, so it's going to negate some of the damage we're doing, but we already do have life gain, so we will gain a little bit. There is a possibility of another into the Flood Maw. Okay, so we're milling. Okay, so this isn't looking good. So we gotta play around counterspells. We have 4 unknown cards, so we can mill for 2. I think I want to go for it, and risk it for the biscuit, and then hold back and play defensively if he doesn't have it. But there's 4 unknown cards right now. Any one of them could be a counterspell. Oh, no counterspell on that one. So that resolves. We're going to go all out attacking. Let's see what happens. Oh, another bounce spell, okay. Alright, another candy trail. Okay, this one was a good one. So this is another reason why I wanted the automaton down, is because Corpse of the Lost will hit it as a skeleton. So if this resolves, that would be great. So no counterspell, okay. So out of those 4 unknown cards, now 5. Is he going to counter, or is he going to mill us? Alright, milling. He lost to Gisa, which is unfortunate. But this is going to be a big swing right here. Alright, 3-way. So essentially we have next turn, we're going to have the win. I'm bringing that back up just because, yes, it could get countered, but if it does get countered, it's an extra skeleton. So right now we're only looking at a board wipe, but I don't know what board wipes there are in standard without blue. So we could just go swinging with one of our creatures, or we can go swing all out with all creatures. Alright, so drawing in the answers. How many cards do we have in our library? Alright, 44, so hopefully we wouldn't get the mill on it. So we're gonna just play out the deck like he has a bounce spell. Oh, good game? Okay. Just go for the swing then. Good game. So we already have lethal presented on board. So I just didn't know if there were shenanigans afoot or we had it. Okay, so that does lower. I think where we lucked out is we didn't come into any counter spells. If we did, well, we don't need to play anything else. We'll just go attacking. Alright, we got game 1. Let's go to the sideboard then. To be honest, it's been a minute since I've looked at my sideboard. Mostly I play best of 1s. So we're going to find out what's in there. Okay. So, Single Shield Dread, Graveyard Hate. I don't really think I need to bring anything in. We are fished enough, mill. The best thing we can do is just bring a bunch of things in from the bin, the sideboard, essentially into the deck just to thicken it against the mill strategy. But essentially, as long as we can play around counters and we can get a good curve, I think we'll be fine. So I'm not going to go ahead and do a sideboard. Alright, let's see how game 2 goes. Alright, so this is a keepable hand, so I'm going to keep it. John will be going first. Alright, so he's got this candy trail. I'm going to be putting down the miner before the tiny bones just to get more damage in. Oh, exactly what I like to see. This is the perfect curve we're going to have. The only way to get better would be to have the other skeleton instead of tiny bones. Right now, as long as we don't run into a counter spell, we're pretty good set. Alright, so we'll go ahead, play the tiny bones, play the other miner, go swinging, and the next turn we have a lords to set us up. Alrighty. So 2 bounce spells. That did set us back a little bit, but now that John is tapped out, we're able to just go ahead and play out the whole team. And it sets us back a turn, but it also 1-for-1, and we were just able to replay them, and they weren't full kill spells, so we were able to get back some ground. It did slow us down a bit, so that is a good advantage. Now here we got a problem. 4 open islands. Since we have 3, it's okay to go into it, but if we only have like 1, I would have to play around the islands being untapped. So we're going to go all swinging. There could be more bounce shenanigans. Flip. Oh, return them. That's the board wipe. Hopefully we don't land. Oh, right, we got the land really well. So let's play them all. Let's go swinging, nothing is haste. Alright, so now what I'm worried about is counter spell, but I'm not seeing that in 1 mil. Okay. Hopefully there's no counter spell right now. Okay, no counter spell. Should go out, and then we should get the game next turn. You know, why not we take a candy trail? I'll take the corpse just because we'll get a haster, just in case. Alright, we'll just go swinging. Will we go into the board wipe? We go into the board wipe. Yep. Yeah, that's fine. Just efficiently play everything here. Alright, below 7 cards, good to go. Alright, so now the board wipe is what could stop us from winning. Need a flood model. Alright, so oh, nice. We have to discard a card. We'll go ahead and discard a Forsaken Money. That was a smart play that John did. It forced me to discard those cards I was playing again. Alright, let's see. Can he get another bounce spell? I'm just going to try to pull out the counter. He doesn't have it, and just pull whatever on the side and just swing it for the win. Or he has it now. In response, he'll play the trigger. We did Cryptic wrong. Okay, so we're going to take a Water Crystal and swing into the win. Good game. Alright, thank you everyone for watching today. I really hope you enjoyed. Go ahead and click that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit the comment down below. We're going to go ahead and check out the comments in the future, and we're also going to try to work out having John having audio in the future as well. But we are sponsored by Artopia, and thank you very much for watching. We truly appreciate you watching. Have a wonderful day.